Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And oh boy, 250 million XRP was just sent, so let's talk. Alright, first of all though guys, I have a good question for you all, and that is, do you plan on becoming a crypto whale or a fiat whale? What I mean with that is, if you, for example, had $10 million worth, would you rather have it in fiat or in crypto? And yeah, basically that type of question is what it is. Let me know in the comment section down below. All right. Whale Alert catches a huge XRP transaction. 250 XRP, I like that, made its way to Bitstamp, obviously 250 million. And as of this point, we don't know exactly what happened right here because it is an anonymous trader, so we can't really say. However, the XRP analytics service BitThumb shares additional information that confirms that the amount came from the Uphold exchange. Moreover, in converting it to fiat, it's about 177 million bucks. Well, so right now we saw a huge transfer from Uphold to Bitstamp. There's a couple of interesting things though. One, on both of these exchanges, you can sell your XRP, so that's not why anybody would transfer. It could be, however, that some person wanted to send their XRP to a different exchange a couple of months ago for any reason, and because Uphold has this 65-day rule, that only now it pulled through, even though they wanted to transfer it already like 2 months ago, when crypto was maybe doing a lot better. Something like that could be as well. We shouldn't forget that. Now, that's one part, that all this money has been sent. It's not a good thing, not a bad thing, because the exchange reserve ratio is still net neutral. Net zero, net neutral, depending on how you view it. Nothing happened. It went out and it went back into another exchange, so nothing has happened here, ladies and gentlemen. What did happen is Ripple has been sending more XRP to the China-based Huobi, and this seems to be part of an ongoing process of Ripple providing its customers and partners with XRP. Now, right now, they are sending between 7 and 1.4 million XRP. Ripple has moved over 5.4 million to Huobi right now, and it's the third transfer of 1.8 million tokens. Now, I'm not sure exactly still why they're doing that. We are all talking about liquidity purposes, but they have to send it so ridiculously often. We're not sure if it's like a donation, basically, or a loan, because Ripple does both of those, and we cannot find out until we get there. It could be either, we don't know. Ripple has to admit it themselves, basically. Now, moving on, why is Ripple staying in the United States? This is a question I get quite often, and the answer is pretty simple. It's a US-based company with a lot of US nationals and locals. They want to stay there because if you believe in your country, you'd rather not move if you don't have to, or don't really have the urge to explore or get the insane benefits from abroad. I mean, the US is just kind of safe in almost every single regard except for regulatory clarity. And so they would rather stay and build the United States up with this crazy technology than move away and go somewhere else. But it is only that they have almost had to move because the United States just doesn't want to abide by the rules. And what I mean with that is that the entire world is working on progressing crypto. They're all working towards one goal. Yet, it is only in the United States that, like, you know what, we know that the world wants to expand, but, with crypto, but we're like, no, we're doing nothing. We're going to kind of leave behind, stay behind, blah, blah, blah. We talked about that in a couple of articles earlier, like the senators aim to clarify crypto reporting requirements with amendment to infrastructure bill, and that the former CFTC chair says only the CFTC has experience regulating crypto markets. Right now, there's an ongoing battle between whether or not the CFTC or the SEC should have control over crypto. But together with that, there's also this battle of what senator is going to be the first to put up a proper bill for crypto. There's another small little battle of, has there been clarity before? Have things been decided before? What way are they going to regulate it? All of that is just a big freaking battle right now, and it's kind of funny to watch and kind of frustrating because obviously we are watching it from a Ripple perspective. We are watching it from the fact that Ripple's not getting the clarity that they deserve, and they are almost, compelled to move purely because they're not getting it. Then again, it's pretty funny to see how the United States, even within themselves, is just not really aware of what they want. Now, from one perspective, the senators, for example, have said there hasn't been clarity. Gary Gensler today said there has been clarity. Bill Hinman, has previously stated that there have been no professional or official verdicts. In other ways, they have kind of concluded there are verdicts on it, though. It's such a confusing thing that it's sometimes kind of laughable. Just how stupid and dumb the situation is. I think it's kind of laughable. And you might think I'm stupid for that, but it really is, guys. This is like the most amateuristic job we've seen in a very good while. And I guess, I don't know, I could just find some laughs in that, how stupid it's been arranged. Then Elon Musk hints at Bitcoin renewable energy hitting the benchmark. I think it's pretty funny if you compare Bitcoin and Tesla to each other because of all this renewable energy. It's like if things are moving from gasoline to, just, I guess, electric cars, oh, wow, clap, clap. If things are, just energy from the get-go, it's bad or what? I mean, Tesla, for example, has been really clapped on in a positive sense, but Bitcoin's been really hated. I mean, people don't really know exactly how Bitcoin is being mined. They don't know how it all works. Why is it necessarily bad? A lot of people have pointed out before that a lot of it is renewable energy, a lot of it is good. So why are we hating on it too much? Why are we making such fuss about it? I don't know. I don't even know exactly why the SEC is making such a big fuss about climate change and about, this renewable energy, because it's not really their point. Is it important? That's for yourself to be determined. I cannot make that point for you. We can definitely put up an argument as to why renewable energy would be important. Yet, the question is, why does the SEC have something to do with climate change and energy? Like, the Securities and Exchange Commission, they're not doing that to protect any investors, like we discussed before. That is only because some higher politicians, or for some other higher numbers, or for other people being scared of some newer regulations coming in, that they're doing that. Because obviously, you and I, investing into a company, are not going to say, okay, you know what, I would really invest because they're so huge, but just because they're not renewable enough, you know what, I'm going to let go of all this money this company's about to make me. No stock investor has ever said that. It can only be a moral perspective, but that's only the moral perspective for most investors of, I might get screwed around because if I invest in this, they eventually might screw me over because some new regulations are going to come in and they don't abide by those. I don't think there's many people who say, no, I'm not going to do that because it's morally wrong. There are people, don't get me wrong, they are there. But it's mostly just for the scare of the SEC or some other authority doing something towards them. Which brings me to the point, why are people making this such a big issue all of a sudden after Elon Musk said something about it? Bitcoin has been here for years. Why all of a sudden now, when things were already so crazy with the regulation? Why now come forward? Why now? Then Uphold and Global ID launch an XRP card. Uphold and Global ID have announced the launch of the XRP card, a MasterCard debit card providing up to 5% cashbacks. Can't say anything negative about it. It is nice. It is good to see. I'm happy to be part. Here was another little post from Wrath of Kahneman posting about Ripple moving potentially to Dubai. I told you guys before, they didn't set the HQ up there. They wanted to, though, because, well, the UAE is pretty progressive with crypto. So is Singapore, so is the UK. I guess the UK is debatable. It's 50-50 because of all the banks banning the Bitcoin transfers, or Binance transfers, I mean. Now, it would have been really beneficial for Ripple to move, yet they don't want to. And I just brought the entire point up. I don't have to explain it twice. There could have been some good parts in that. Then, hey devs, the first ever XPL Developer Conference is September 29th to 30th. Learn all about the Apex 2021 event that we're co-hosting with the XP Ledger Foundation here. Check that out for yourself if you're a developer or you're interested in that type of stuff. There's a link for you down right there. And then this we'll cover in another video. I still have to cover it. Brian Quinton said, just so we're clear here, the SEC has no authority over pure commodities or their trading venues, whether those commodities are wheat, gold, oil, or crypto assets. And Jeremy asked, Mr. Quintons, I understand that the Commission sometimes submits amicus curiae briefs to courts to assist the interpretation of the law. Has the CFTC made a decision to whether to file an amicus or missus in the SEC v. Ripple litigation? And I am wondering about a reply to this one, guys. So I will definitely come back to this one if we get one, because that is interesting. If the CFTC is going to come in hot in this SEC v. Ripple case. Somebody asked, what's it in English? Sorry, my Latin is a little bit rusty. He says, the brief is submitted by an entity not in a litigation, a third party, which has an interest in the case. The CFTC has an interest in the case if it believes that XRP is a commodity, and it could file a brief stating why XRP is a commodity and not a security, which could be interesting, right? That could definitely be interesting. So, It's about to be a really interesting little battle. We've seen this flow for the last couple of months, but it's getting more and more interesting as time moves on. I think we covered this one. I think we covered all of them for now. Yes. All right, guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. Make sure you check out Bybit. A link is down below. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video.